All right, hello everyone, welcome back. So in the last video, you would have seen the demolition and basically just doubling up a wall and putting in a ceiling. So yeah, this is our wall is all ready to go, and our ceiling, all new joists. So today is insulation day. So we're gonna start off by doing the outside wall with the styrofoam insulation. And then we'll have to take a trip to our home hardware store and get the rock wool insulation for the ceiling. But for this morning, anyway, we're gonna start off with the styrofoam insulation. Okay, so as you can see, we got 4 pieces in, and of course the battery died, so I just put it in the charger. I'm gonna hopefully steal the one from the drill to finish it off. But there's the first 4 pieces in. And actually, Pa just had to move this receptacle out because we almost forgot about it. So it's been moved out now. And now I've measured that last piece there and marked it with the chalk line. So I'm going to put the battery in the saw and hope it works to cut this piece, because if not, we have to hand cut it with a knife, and that's a pain in the butt. So we're gonna hopefully steal the battery from the drill. Okay, so we have an insulated outside wall. All done. Except for our mess. All right, so it's the next day, and today is insulation and vapor barrier day. Pa won't be joining me today. He's out with his nephew, helping him with his truck. So it's just me today. And so yeah, that's my job today, is install the insulation and put the vapor barrier up so that tomorrow we can start with the drywall. We went and got our insulation yesterday. So we grabbed 3 bags of the Rockwool R24 value. They are 16-inch centers, so basically you just take a sheet and stuff it up there. We also had a piece left from the other bedroom, and we also have an R22 value. Now it's kind of seen better days. It is new, but it's just been sitting around because it's actually from when we had renovated my dad's room a couple years ago. So I might use that if I need it. And yeah, the vapor barrier's there, and basically just gonna start over there and work my way this way and get some insulation in here, because it is winter here in Canada as per normal. You can see it's snowing out, and so it is a little chilly in here with no insulation really. So we're gonna get some insulation and vapor barrier, and that'll definitely help warm up this room a little bit. So anyway, I'm gonna get to work. And okay, so first bag is up. As you can see, each bag has 6 pieces in it. So 1, 2, 3. So when I do the next bag, it should bring me 1, 2, 3 to there. The other side of this junction box there. So I still don't think we're gonna have enough. Papa thinks we will, but we'll just wait and see, because that's 1, 2, 3 for the next bag. 1, 2, 3 for the third bag. And then we have that over there, plus we'll have these gaps along here, all the way along. So I don't think we'll have enough, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, so second bag up. As you can see, I skipped the junction box right now because I want to use the full pieces for the bigger spots, and then I'll come back and fill in around that junction box afterwards. But there's 2 bags up, and I've got 1 full bag left plus these 2 little ones. So we'll see. I don't think we'll have enough. But anyway, so I probably won't get to the vapor barrier today on the ceiling, but I'll probably do it on the wall. But anyway, I'm going to continue with bag 3 and see how far we get with that one. Okay, so third bag is in. And I had to come up with a little helper because I guess the one there with the 3 pieces of masking tape on it must just be slightly over 16-inch centers. So the insulation kind of didn't want to stay in there. So I just improvised and held it up there with some masking tape. It's not going to hurt anything. I'll just help hold it up there, especially until I get the vapor barrier up. But I still have all that to do and along there. And this is all I got left. So I have that stuff and a small piece of this stuff. So I'm definitely not going to have enough. So I'm going to have to call Pa, see if he can pick up one today or something, and we'll throw it in tomorrow morning before we start the drywall. But as for now, I'm going to use what I have, stick up the rest, and that way I can figure out how much I do need. I probably only need 1 more bag, but definitely need 1 more because that section right there is going to take 2, almost 3 pieces. So anyway, I'm going to continue on and see how far I get. Okay, so all the insulation I have is up. Don't mind over there, it doesn't look that pretty, but I worked with what I had. So I do have some more masking tape holding it up. But as you can see, I still have some holes. Plus I still have this long one here. So I'm gonna call Pa, and I think I figured it out. We need 1 more bag because that'll take 2, 3 over there, 4, 5, hopefully. So 1 more bag should do it. So hopefully he can grab that today while he's out and about. And that way I can put the last few pieces up tomorrow morning before we do the drywall. But it looks like the vapor barrier is going to have to be at a standstill for the ceiling right now. And I'm going to just vapor barrier this wall then today. And then I guess that's it for me. I have a easy short day today. All right, so vapor barrier is up on the wall. I know it's hard to see on camera, but you can kind of tell that there's vapor barrier over the window right now. So I just got to cut around the window, cut around that receptacle. The only problem is I called Pa, let him know I needed more insulation. Now I need more vapor barrier because this section right there, as you can see, doesn't have any vapor barrier on it. So I also need to still do the ceiling. So we're definitely going to need to buy a new roll of vapor barrier. And for anybody that's wondering why the vapor barrier looks all wavy like that, so we stored it in our shed from, I think we bought it when we did Pa's bedroom. And anyway, the mice kind of got into it. So that's why it looks all wavy like that. Didn't hurt it really, just kind of chewed it up a little bit, but it's still perfectly fine other than the one edge. But anyway, so that's about all I'm going to do today. I'm going to cut around the window and the receptacle, and because I ran out of materials, that's about all I can do today. But I thought maybe, since I didn't do a final video on the other bedroom we just finished last month, I thought maybe I'd take you in there and just show you what it looks like now with all the furniture and everything back in. Okay, so this is the bedroom that we just finished about a month ago. And as you can see, all the furniture has been put back in. There is a few things in here that isn't staying in here. It's just because my mom has to sleep in this room right now because the room we're doing is actually her room. So this is actually the spare bedroom. But for now, this is where she's sleeping. So her dresser we moved in here for now. But other than that, this is what it looks like. We got the curtains all up and she put some decorations up. I really like that wall deco. It's kind of cool. I believe that cabinet there is not staying in here either. So the dresser and that cabinet. However, this cabinet over here, I believe it was black before, and she's painted it gray, so it's staying in here. And that's the comforter. Oops, that's the comforter set that will be staying in here as well. And that's kind of what we based the gray off of, was the gray flowers there. Originally, we were going to do the red, but just couldn't find a red that looked nice enough, so we opted for the gray instead. And then she just bought new lampshades for the lamps because they were like off-white or a cream color, and they just didn't look good with the gray. So she went with white shades, which she got for really cheap. I was shocked. Anyway, yeah, there's the finished product. All done. Great. So I actually lucked out because I didn't even think about it, but I cut the vapor barrier out around the window, and it just so happened to fit over there. So that worked out well. So now I just need more vapor barrier to do the ceiling, but again, can't do that today anyway because I need more insulation. But the window's been all cut out. The receptacle's been all cut out, and just along the wall and stuff and along the floor has all been cut out. So basically that wall is ready for drywall tomorrow. So anyway, that's about all I can do today. So I'm going to go home and do something else. And I guess we'll see everyone tomorrow morning. All right, good morning, everybody. So we're back at it again today. So yesterday, as you've seen, I ran out of insulation and vapor barrier. So Pa did pick up more. So the first thing to do this morning is to start with finishing the insulation and putting up the vapor barrier on the ceiling. And we also brought the drywall upstairs last night. So we have the drywall up here. There's 9 sheets of drywall. And then actually my cousins just so happened to have an extra bag of insulation. It's the pink insulation, which is fine. And it's only an R22, but hey, the price was right, so can't complain. And then we got a new roll of vapor barrier sitting over there. So this morning, I'm just going to start by filling in our holes and go from there. Okay, so we have a pretty pink color now of insulation where we didn't have any insulation before. So I'm just going to tidy up the insulation here and do the vapor barrier. Okay, vapor barrier is up. Pa's just trimming off the excess around there. Other than that, vapor barrier is all up. We just have to cut around the light socket there and around the wall, and we'll be ready for drywall. Okay, so this time we got the drywall lift we wanted. So as you can see, it's smaller. Hopefully not as squeaky either.
It's just as high.
But anyway,
I just noticed that.
Yeah, it is just as high, but maybe it'll work better. I don't know. Anyway, this is the other one that they had. And we're gonna, I guess, do the drywall on the ceiling first and go from there. But this is our machine that we rented from Home Hardware.
I was pretty...
Okay.
26.
So, first sheet of drywall is up. Second sheet is getting measured out for, I don't know if I can get in here enough, the notch there for the closet. And once it's marked out and cut, it'll be going up. But as you can see, this lift is kind of handy. If I have a chance, I'll try to video it going up.
1.5.
But it's hard to video and work at the same time. I'm going to need to invest in a tripod. But for now, basically, you load the drywall up, you tip up the holder, whatever you want to call it, and that's how it stays like that, and then you just crank the wheel. Okay, so second piece of drywall is up. We had it up, but then all of a sudden we realized that the light fixture socket wasn't cut out. So I had to drop it again, cut it out, and then put it back up. So we didn't get a whole lot of drywall done this morning, but we got 2 sheets up. So now we're gonna have a lunch break, and we'll come back after lunch and hopefully finish. Okay, so it's after lunch. We're all refueled, I guess. And third sheet of drywall just went up. So now we just have little hunks to fill in around there, and in that corner there. And then we can move on to the wall. Okay, so we have got that all pieced over there and along there. And now we're just got to do this section right there. And the ceiling will have complete drywall. And then we'll move on to the wall. All right. So, as you can see, we now have all the drywall up. We got over in that corner done, and we got the wall done. So, now we're just going to clean up, and that'll be it for today. And I'm taking a couple of days off. So when I come back, there'll probably be a little more mudding and sanding, but I think Papa's gonna do the first coat of it tomorrow. So I guess we'll see you guys in a couple of days. Okay, so I'm just doing a quick little video here. Pa got the first coat of drywall mud on the ceiling and the wall. This is a Sunday, so we're actually here for supper. That's the only reason why I'm going to take a video, because I'm not coming back to work till Tuesday. Because tomorrow here in Canada, or parts of Canada, we have what's called Family Day. So tomorrow's technically a holiday for most people. So I'm not coming back to work till Tuesday. But there's all the mud that's come along. So when we come Tuesday, hopefully we'll be ready for, well, I don't know if we'll be ready for primer. We'll see what Pa gets done tomorrow. But probably by the end of next week, we will have it primed and painted. But we'll see how it goes. Also, happy Valentine's Day to anyone, as it is Valentine's Day today. But as for that, that's it for now, guys. Stay tuned for Tuesday. Okay, so it is now Tuesday, and I'm back to work. Had my nice 3 days off for Family Day weekend. And Pa has been kind of busy this weekend. So he has got, I believe, he has got the second coat of mud all on. And I think he said he still has to sand a few areas, which what I'm looking at looks like everything. But he's out snow blowing because, as I'm sure most of you know, Texas and Oregon are getting a crazy storm. Well, I don't know if you can see, but so are we. It's, sorry, it's hard to see through the screen. Let's see. No, I can't do it. Anyway, it's very cold, very windy. And when I got here just a little while ago, I couldn't even get in the driveway. Now, I'm not sure you can see the height that's right beside the snowblower there. That's nothing. That's minimal compared to what he's already done. So anyway, kind of wish I had today off, but I can't take snow days apparently. So here I am. And I guess I'm just gonna start sanding and see where we go from there. We should be ready for primer, I'm assuming tomorrow. We'll see how this all sands out first. Some spots sometimes need a third coat of mud. It kind of just depends, especially with these old houses and the way they're not level. Sometimes you need a little extra mud in some spots, but I'm gonna start sanding and we'll go from there. Okay, so Pa finally finished snow blowing. So he came in because I wasn't 100% sure what he was talking about. So what I did was I sand all the way around the wall, the whole length. So all that has been sanded. The ceiling I have not done because he's putting another coat of mud on it this afternoon. So really the only thing I have left to sand is the screw holes, and I don't feel like coming back to do that today because it's not very nice out. So I'm done for the day, and when I come tomorrow morning, I'll sand the ceiling and all the screw holes, and hopefully that'll be it for the mud and sanding. Because if anybody's ever done this, it's not fun. It is hard work. And you also get covered in drywall dust. So I'm going home to have a shower. As you can see, I'm covered head to toe in drywall dust. So yeah, if anybody, wants to drywall, hire someone. It's much easier. But that'll be a wrap for today. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow morning, I guess. Great, good morning. We're back at it again this morning. So Pa got the other coat of mud on everything except for one seam. So my job is to start sanding again. I have the wall to sand and the whole ceiling. Because as you've seen yesterday, I sanded all along the wall there. So I just have to do the ceiling and the wall and all the screw holes. Shouldn't take that long. All day, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna get straight to work here. Okay, so I have sanded the wall and all the screw holes. So that wall is good to go. And now I am going to start with the ceiling. I'll probably only get a little bit done, and then I think it'll be lunchtime, and then I'll have to finish the rest after lunch, which is fine because my arms are already killing me. So, but that's the next task, is the ceiling. And as you can see, I have a new look. So if you've watched my previous video with the other bedroom, you know I got something in my eye that scratched my cornea. So this time I was wearing safety glasses, but they just weren't covering my face enough with the drywall dust. So I just got Pa to go down to Home Hardware and pick me up these bad boys. So I look ridiculous, but hopefully it'll help keep any drywall dust out of my eyes, because that hurts a lot. Okay, so it's been sanded, and that is it for me. Papa has to do over there because I can't reach because I'm short. But other than that, everything is sanded, and I guess that'll be a wrap for this video. Stay tuned for the next video when we prime and paint.